Go to Denmark, they teach in Danish. Go to Norway, they teach in Norwegian. Go to Sweden, they teach in Swedish. Go to Finland, they teach in Finnish. Go to Korea, they teach in Korean. Go to China, they teach in Chinese. Go to Japan, they teach in Japanese. Then they meet the world. But you and me, here I am waxing eloquent in English.
You see, this man called Professor Lumumba is another African that I have seen. Whenever I listen to this man, I see somebody that really wants Africa to be great. Someone that really wants Africa to be like this Europe we are talking about. Just listen to what this man is saying. I know some people might try to misunderstand him because some places where I have seen him spoke like this before. Some people were like at the comment section, then you are addressing the masses in English. That's not what he meant. Understand the point this man is making in this particular video. Do you know that in my own place, from Southeast Nigeria, do you know that if somebody comes to public and start addressing people in Igbo language, some Igbo people will see that person as an illiterate. That's what he's talking about. I don't know how serious they are teaching our children Igbo language in school these days. I don't know how serious they are doing that. We just focus on English. If you speak fluently, people will say that you are educated. But if you speak your own language, they will be seeing you as somebody that didn't even see the 4 walls of school. That's what this man is saying here. We should value our own first. Value our own first. Value our own. This man, someone just dropped a comment and said, this man that is speaking like this really wants Africa to work. Why not go and contest for a presidency in your country? He's from Kenya. But one thing you have to understand is that these kind of people, they will not allow these kind of people to become presidents in Africa as it stands now. Somebody like this man, and also the man from South Africa, Julius Malema, they will not allow these people to become president with the kind of democracy we are practicing in Africa. These people cannot be presidents. If at all Burkina Faso was waiting for election through the Democrats for them to get somebody like Abraham Traore on seat, it will not happen. Yes, it can never happen. The only way it can happen is also that way he took power from them. Going through democracy, these kind of people can never be presidents in Africa. Just watch the video to the end and make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button so that anytime I draw video, you'll be the first to receive it. And also follow my page on Facebook. I remain my humble self, the Eichmann. Peace and love. Africa must unite.
We were told that all the education we had acquired meant nothing. So that if you are eloquent in Ga or in Twi, you are not intelligent. You are only intelligent in English. You can only be intelligent in French, in Portuguese. We now know that when that great Nigerian musician in the 1980s, fella Nicola Pokuti said, "Teacher, don't teach." He meant it. He was reminding us that we must examine our education system. You know, when the British came here and they were establishing schools across Africa, and then when they were establishing Achimota, which is famous for producing great Ghanaians, the intention was to produce young men and women who would support the colonial empire. The intention was the same in Uganda with Budo's King's College. It was the same in Kenya with the Alliance schools. As Chinua Achebe says, the white man was clever. He came and in the things that held us together and things fall apart. That we have now become famous for producing graduates in agriculture, some of whom, if you allow me a little latitude and hyperbole, cannot distinguish between a goat and a sheep. When we want to build our roads, we have engineers, most of whom today, if you do not address them as engineers so and so, they rise up, ready to beat you up. But yet, when we are building our highway from Accra through to Winneba, through to Cape Coast, through to La Côte d'Ivoire, it is the Chinese that I see, which calls into question, what type of engineering are we teaching? We are producing doctors, and they are good, some of them. But yet, when those of us who have the ability are sick, unless they do not know, they want to be airlifted to Dubai and to Germany. They have no faith in our medical system. When we are sick, all Africa is crying to America, oh, give us Moderna, give us Pfizer, to the Russians, give us Sputnik. We are crying. Yet we have universities with professors in medicine. We must re-examine our education system, even in matters as mundane as sports, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The United States of America offers our young men and women scholarships to study sports. Our universities don't. Football is a multi-billion-dollar industry. But yet, when one of the masters of ceremony was speaking in jest, it is not the anthem of Asante Kotoko that he remembered, but that of Liverpool, we shall not walk alone. Theosagiefo was right when he said, we may actually solve the economic problem. We may even solve the political problem. But I dare say that the mental problem which was impacted and makes us feel inferior will take a little longer to solve. In 1933, Carter G. Woodson, that African-American educator writing in his book, Miseducation of the Negro, said that we have been so miseducated for so long. Our self-esteem has been undermined for so long. We have been made to use the back door for so long that even when we are told to use the front door, we look for the back door, and if we can't find it, we create our own back door. The level of our miseducation is amazing. We must change it in order to enter into the 21st century. Today, if I stood here and asked young Africans, and there is no shortage of them here, how many African authors do you know? And I asked, which is the last book of Chinua Achebe that you read? Or Kofi Awunur? Or Aikwe Yama? Or Kamara Lai? Or Flora Nwapa? Or Dambisa Moyo? Or more recently, Chimama and Ngozi Adichie? Or Yagiansi? How many have? We have been made to believe that it's only Shakespeare and Charles Dickens that matter. Theosagiefo, to whom Africans owe an apology, wrote in his great book, Neocolonialism, the last stage of imperialism. And we are in that stage. That stage when the colonizer still wants us to believe that our literature is inferior, that our science does not exist, that our mathematics does not exist, that we have no medicine to talk about, that we cannot mine beyond Galamsey, that we cannot extract our own oil, that we have no business being in robotics and cryptocurrency, that we must be consigned to the Museum of History alongside the spinning wheel, that we have no business being in the jet age. That is what we are being told. And my fear is that we appear to be believing it. If we are to give meaning to our independence, then education must be our focus. So said Ethiopia's Haile Selassie. If we want to change the continent of Africa, We must give meaning to education. So said Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere of Tanzania on that day. If we are going to change my little Senegal, we must give education priority. So said Leopold Sédar Senghor of Senegal. Even the complicit Félix Houphouët-Boigny in La Côte d'Ivoire believed so. When you see our judges dressing, they still dress like Father Christmas. Whoever told us that justice could only be administered when you dress like Father Christmas, I do not know. We live in a world where we are so mentally captured that those of you in the middle class, your greatest claim to fame is that my daughter can no longer speak Chui, and is meant to be a badge of honor. It is a badge of complete colonial conquest. And we cannot enter the 21st century with that mindset. Go to the countries in the Scandinavia, which we can dare compare ourselves with. Go to Denmark, they teach in Danish. Go to Norway, they teach in Norwegian.